All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I'm Onebar. Happy Saturday. What better way to kick a Saturday off than looking at a way too early Vikings 53-man roster projections? But that is exactly what we're going to do because the draft is over. Free agency is mostly over. Let's take a peek at who may or may not make the final 53. I want to know your comments, hot and heavy. Who you think will make it, won't make it, where I got it wrong. This episode brought to you by Mini Grown, the best damn gummies out there, made right here in the great state of Minnesota. Get over there, use the promo code ONELUP, 50% off your entire order. 50, you will not regret it. Fantastic gummies, a whole bunch of flavors. They got drink, swag, the whole thing. Use the promo code ONELUP. Here we go, quarterbacks. Boom! Right out of the gates, Max Brosmer making the squad. So McCarthy, Sam Howell, the backup quarterback, is finally solved. The big question is, and I do think they will keep three this year, is it Brett Rippon or is it Max Brosmer? Howell, while he's not that seasoned vet, he's still pretty damn young, a little bit of a gunslinger. Like, I think that gives him the ability to take a chance on a guy like Max Brosmer. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Brett Rippon. They talk very highly of him. They love this guy. Regardless, I think all four will be on the team, just which one's on the practice squad. And right now I got Brett Rippon on the practice squad. Max Brosmer, good arm, can make some plays, so I do like him. So that is my quarterback room. Let's go to the running back. So running back, pretty vanilla, man. They just didn't bring any competition in for that running back three yet. Yet is the key word. Trey Stewart, I like. He's kind of he's an early down back. He's not that third down guy. So if they keep this same running back room, I think this is what it is. And it's a great room. Don't get me wrong. I just really thought they were going to bring somebody in, whether it was even a late draft pick, to push Ty Chandler. And Cam Akers is still out there, and there still could be some free agents, but running back, I think they keep four, counting CJ Ham. Wide receiver, this is where went a little off the rails. So Jefferson, Addison, Naylor, everybody kind of knows how I feel about Naylor, but I can't see him not making the team. Ty Felton, that'll be a good battle for running back or wide receiver 3. Tim Jones, everyone's probably wondering why the hell is Tim? I mean, very, 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 very good special teamer. And then I got Silas Bolin making the squad. Again, a hell of a return guy. A very electric. Everybody loved this guy when we signed him as an undrafted free agent. He was one of the top undrafted free agents out there. So he will be a sneaky one to watch. It's a matter of like Tim Jones, special team. Silas Bolden can return. Ty Felton can return. Maybe they don't keep two guys. So a big thing here is Rondale Moore not making it. And I think that the addition of Ty Felton gives them that flexibility. Not exactly the same type of player, but he takes over those return duties. And Rondale Moore, Silas Bolden, the Lucky Jacksons, even Jones from last year, I think they will all be in the mix for that last spot. And Tim Jones, there's going to be a couple of guys, especially when I get to the cornerbacks, where I'm like, hey, very good special teamer, linebackers, very good special teamer. How many of those guys you end up keeping? Do you keep a Rondale Moore? His contract, there wasn't much guaranteed on that thing. So we'll see. It'll be very interesting, especially with Jordan Addison's looming suspension that may come. Maybe they end up keeping a Rondale Moore for that, but we will see. Tight end, again, pretty cut and dry. Gavin Bartholomew, I think does make the squad. The Vikings clearly are very high on him to the point where it seems like they're a lot higher on him than other teams, or at least draft boards were. He can kind of do it all. He's kind of like the Johnny Munt, can block, can catch if you need. Not overly great at everything, but he can do it all at this point. Maybe he'll be fantastic. I hope so. Fantastic. Get your butt over to Mini Grown and get some of those gummies. Use the promo code ONELUP. Hawkinson Oliver, easy peasy. It would be a really big surprise if one of those undrafted free agents end up making the 53. Go to offensive line. All of these are pretty much solidified until we get to the Blake Brandel's pretty much a given. But Justin School will be the swing tackle. Blake Brandel will be a backup guard, backup / tackle if needed. Logan Brown. So Logan Brown, he is definitely a project. Only had 1 year in college last year, which he's not ready to go. But we say it every year, like, man, if we let this guy go, somebody could pick him up. And I think Logan Brown actually could be a guy they pick up because there are teams out there that have the luxury of having a very good backup and having a very good depth at offensive line where they can store him on the 53. The issue with the Vikings is our depth at offensive line isn't overly great. So he wouldn't probably be ready to go if he needed to. So Justin School gives us that flexibility, but Logan Brown, they're big on. He was number one on Thor's undrafted free agent list, and I think he was number one on a lot. So if he were to get cut, I could definitely see a team picking him up and putting him on their 53. So I think they keep him solely for that. A damn good project to have down the road. Brian O'Neill's not getting any younger. Maybe Logan Brown, an undrafted free agent, could potentially be that guy. And then Michael Juergens, another guy they're big on, can play multiple positions, which leaves Walter Rouse out. And then, Joe Huber, Henry Bird. Huber is another guy to watch as an undrafted free agent who could make it. But this one was kind of tough. I had him keeping 9. That's what they ended up keeping last year. Rouse, a guy that they're looking at maybe trying at guard. We will see. Love Walter Rouse. Damn good friend of the show. Defensive line. Got him keeping 6. So I can't see it going any other way, to be honest. I really can't. Levi Drake Rodriguez, we all love. I'm sure he ends up back on the practice squad. But Tid, Taki Taimani, Jalen Redmond just came on last year. I think Redmond will be a big part of this. So I really couldn't see this going any way else. Linebacker. So the edge rushers, Grenard, Van Ginkel, Turner, Gabriel Murphy, I have sneaking in. Blake Cashman, Ivan Pace, Kobe King, and Eric Wilson. So Kobe King, our 6th-round draft pick, very good against the run. Again, very good special teamer. Gabriel Murphy, I think they want to see more. With Patrick Jones being gone, Dallas Turner's going to slide into that spot. Maybe Gabriel Murphy will take some of those snaps that Dallas Turner had last year. Also a guy who could play inside, outside, gives you some flexibility there. Eric Wilson could be not a surprise cut, but could be a guy that just doesn't make the team because they want to go with one of these other guys. And like when you look at the Bo Richters, the Max Tooley's, the Tyler Baddies, the Austin Keys, there are some bodies that could end up taking that spot. So we'll see. Bo Richter, practice squad, 100%. Brian Asamoah just needs some new scenery. All right, cornerbacks. So again, Murphy, Rogers, Blackman, I think those are all givens. Tavier Thomas, very good depth and a special teamer. Thomas, a lot of snaps during his time with the Browns and Bucks. Dwight McLaughlin, Nudie, I think he does make the team. He made the 53 last year, and I think he does get a few more sniffs of the field. Jeff Okudah, definitely not a given to make the team, but based off of the rest of the guys, somebody would really have to wow, and maybe they will. Or maybe Okudah just has to suck ass to make it easy, but I do think he makes it. And then Reddy Stewart. I just love Reddy Stewart. I love him more than I should. The guy's a ball hawk. He played some good games for Chicago. But again, the Ambry Thomases, one of these guys, we're not shy to keep undrafted free agents at corner, a la Dwight, Nudie, freaking McLaughlin. So cornerbacks will be a tough one when it gets to the end. And this could be a position that they're not done with yet. Maybe they pick up a free agent. Maybe they get a guy at final cuts. Safety, I got Jay Ward making the team. Again, lack of competition, really. I do think they keep 4. Flores loves his safeties. So really, unless they bring in some competition, Bubba Bolden, I think he was like the first free agent we signed. Maybe he shocks the world. Special teams, we finish off with Will Reichard, Ryan Wright, Andrew Pola. No changes there. Oscar Chapman. Ryan Wright should not feel safe, but every time he gets competition, the dude steps up. He really does. Every time somebody comes in like, hey, you know what? I might take your job. Ryan Wright starts punting his dick off, and he does a damn good job. But Chapman will give him a run for his money. This won't be a guy that gets cut next week by any means. So that is it. The toughest ones, tough quarterback 3 is what it is. But wide receiver, offensive line, cornerback, linebackers, there's going to be some very interesting battles come August, and I cannot freaking wait. Let me know how'd I do. Any shockers? Remember, head over to minigrown.com, made right here in the great state of Minnesota. Use that promo code ONELUP. Have a hell of a Saturday.